Nah. Okay, so today we are on the very last part of Magga, that is the Samma Samadhi. And then Samma Samadhi means the 4 jhanas. And I have requested you to prepare to speak on the 4 jhanas. So, okay, first 2 jhanas. We can go on.
My homework is first and second jhana. I just read Tipitaka Jhana Sutta.
Uh-huh.
That sutta tell that every level of jhana, when someone reach that level, can enlighten in every level, and the other jhana sutta, maybe the number one tell that for first jhana, first level is withdrawn from sensuality, withdrawn from sensual pressure, and when someone who reached the first jhana, when he dies, he will reborn in heaven, in level of Brahma. And the second is withdrawn from directed thought and evaluation. And when he dies, he will reborn in a group of Deva that called Apasara Deva. I think I can reach only for the first jhana. Okay.
And what is the second one? Hello? What about the second jhana?
Oh, the second jhana is the state that withdrawn from directed thought and evaluation. Directed thought is vitok, and evaluation is vichan.
So you read both Jhana Suttas?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Not complete.
Okay. Titatamu.
The third jhana is like what he said. So when you in the third jhana you sort of lose the vitakka vichara and just sukha piti ekagata, and in the third jhana you lose the raja, the piti. I guess you start understanding and this cross and go into the 2 finer sort of factors of sukha and ekagata, of one-pointedness and don't know sukha. It's hard to translate. And then you can after trading for a while and learning how to use it skillfully and learning how to go into it and out of it, you can reach it and then leave it into the fourth jhana for where there is only ekagata. I think this is a good jhana for vipassana.
Okay. Okay, so sorry, I haven't turned it on. I opened.
ปีตินี่ภาษาอังกฤษว่าอะไรอะเจ้าคะ
PT rapture or delight. Where is it?
The third ท่านคะ The third jhana is withdrawn from rapture right
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from the suttas. Okay, the Satya Vibhanga Sutta, and this is Samma Samadhi. It says Katamo Javaso Samma Samadhi. So it's Javaso because this is about Sariputta. Idavaso Sariputta is saying Bhikkhu Vivicheva Kamehi Vivicha Akusalehi Dhammehi Savitakang Savicharam Vivekajang Piti Sukhang Pathamang Jhanang Upasambachat Viharati. So that's the first jhana, Pathamang Jhanang. Similarly, there will be a second. This is the second jhana, which starts from Vitaka Vicharam. Okay, and then the third one, Tatiya Jhana, Piti to Viraga. Okay? And fourth is Sukha Sacha Pahanaya, Dukha Sacha Pahana, Pubbeva Somanasa Domanasa, Atangamaya. This is Adukkama Sukha. Okay, Upekha Sati. So here it says, herein a monk aloof from sense desire. See, that's the first one. Before we attain the jhana, okay, aloof from unwholesome thoughts, and abides in a meditative absorption. So this is the third one, and that's how you attain the jhana. So first, you have to be free from sense desire. Okay, and then unwholesome thoughts. That's the second one. And only then will attain the jhanas. Okay? So the first jhana.
Basically 5 hindrances.
Yeah. Actually, not all 5 hindrances been subsided here. Put aside, not all. So here we will go to see the Jhana Sutta. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you haven't seen it. That's right. Okay, so this is from Satya Vibhanga Sutta. Okay, this it says Katamo Javaso Samma Samadhi. Yeah, and Javaso here because it's the Sariputta. This is Sariputta is saying in the Satya Vibhanga Sutta. And here, so aloof from sense desire in order to gain the jhana, okay, and also unwholesome thoughts. You have to be free from these sense desire and unwholesome thoughts. And then after that, you are meditating, and then you will gain the jhanas. Okay, and here in the jhana comes applied thought, sustained thought, and then joy and a bliss. Okay? So this is the first jhana. Applied thought, sustained thought, joy and bliss.
sustain thought.
Sustained thought.
Some venerable call it evaluation นะท่านถามนิสโล
Evaluation. You can use evaluation as well in the sustain evaluation.
Maybe the second version, Dhamma Vichaya.
Not sure that one, evaluation. But you, when you have a sustained thought, that moment you could have the investigation of that object.
But it's not thinking. Yeah?
Teacher, venerable Thanisalo use evaluation เนี่ย same meaning as sustained thought.
Okay, let's go to the Jhana Sutta.
What are the other translations?
Okay. Here, the 4 types of individuals to be found existing in the world. Well, there is the case where an individual withdrawn from sensuality, withdrawn from unskillful qualities, and enters and remains in the first jhana. Enters, remains in the first jhana. Rapture, pleasure born of withdrawn, accompanied with directed thought and evaluation.
Well, while sensuality is not present, there are sense impingements. Yeah. So maybe he means the directed thought and evaluation towards the sense impingements, like seeing the trilaka in them, like as in the rupa of the object, but also of outside sort of interferences and even thoughts that hit, like mind objects, like these impingements. Just. But that sounds too easy to sound like a jhana.
Okay. Actually, evaluation. I'm not sure. Okay, let's.
It's like instead of, I don't know, like abhinandana. It's sort of like you directed in a wise way towards it. Like, but it's like you're in a bubble and it's hitting on the walls, but it's not coming in. But you can sort of see what they are, like what the impingements are. Isn't that could be what he's meaning in this translation?
Possible that meaning, but maybe evaluation. He's explaining, in a sense, the object that you have adopted.
Yeah, the group of the breathing, the object, the primary object.
Yeah.
So it's not like running with thoughts.
No, not running with the thoughts, but object.
The object. Yeah. But there are like little dots from outside, but even then they're like you don't get run away with them. It's just hitting, bouncing off, sort of, but not sticking.
Actually, that moment, the other things cannot come. It's like you are. Another simile is you are you arrive in an island, and you're investigating the whole island. So you're not thinking of any other things because you are in the middle of the ocean. So and you are in that island. So that means you can't see any other island.
So you're within this bubble.
Within this object.
So if there are things hitting on outside, it means it's not established properly.
You still have this thought, directed thought. The vitaka hasn't been established.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only just for a few mind moments.
Mhm.
But because it's not established, it can't last for a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So that's why on that basis, sustained thought, he probably used this evaluation as evaluating the object that he has adapted.
The Trilakkhana in the object.
Not Trilakkhana yet.
Just evaluating.
Just evaluating.
Oh, okay.
The moment when you evaluate as a Trilakkhana, then you are going into the Vipassana. It's not the Vipassana yet.
So just evaluating the ebb and the flow, just the sort of the way it is. Like, what do you mean by evaluating the object? Just looking at it.
Yeah, just you when you are paying attention to the breath, suppose. So you're simply paying attention to one point in the breath.
Okay.
And so you are concentrating on that.
So the directed thought is sort of the way that just get directed towards it, but evaluation is sort of from next to the next. Okay.
In directed thought, there is a chetana comes. Chetana and chanda involves. Right? And here evaluation, virya involves.
Okay. So it's what sticks it on.
Yeah.
Teacher, that mean directed thought, that mean vitakka.
Vitakka.
And
So-
evaluation means
Vichara.
So this impingement from outside sources on the care, so like outside the object. So it means
It's still here.
yeah, it's still there, and also not enough virya for the vichara to establish that. Okay.
So if we if we read the Anupama Sutta, then again you will make clearer here. This is still Tanisara. Okay. He's also using same.
Yeah.
Okay.
directed thought and evaluation.
So this Anupada Sutta talks about 8 jhanas. And this Jhana Sutta from Anguttara Nikaya speaks only 4 jhanas. Okay.
Do you think that sustained thought is a better translation?
Sustained thought, I would say the better one. You are sustained in that object. When you are talking about evaluation, can make a misunderstanding. Anyway, okay, so this is we're reading from a Jhana Sutta. Again, there are 2 suttas in Anguttara Nikaya, Jhana Sutta. Okay, this is number 1. Okay. He favors that the long for that find satisfaction through that, staying there, fixed on that. So further explanation, fixed on that, dwelling there often. Okay, not falling away from that. So this is the one.
So you need to be very familiar with this, with this, I don't know, sort of familiar with this land, with this, I don't know, domain.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to go there often and be able to control when to fall away or not to fall away.
And here says, then he dies. He appears in the conjunction with the devas of the Brahma retinue. Now, what do you think? Suppose, now here says he's staying there, so he's in the first jhana and he dies. Then he reborn in retinue, Brahma world. That moment, okay, suppose we know, and not suppose, we know that when someone attains the jhana, that is possible only when he is meditating. But when he is not, then he is not in that meditative state. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, suppose he come out from the jhana, come out from meditation, and walking around, and suddenly something happened and he died. Do you think that he will reborn in Brahma? Well,
No,
Unlikely.
huh?
no.
Why?
At that moment, he comes out of first jhana,
Uh-huh.
but we must evaluate about the final mind of him.
Mm.
If the final mind is in the sukhati,
Do you think
if he has sati, he will reborn for the good status.
Uh-huh.
but do you think one could attain this jhana while getting killed?
Huh?
Well, do you think he could attain this level while he's getting killed? Like, let's say someone is stabbing him. Do you
Maybe,
think
maybe.
So, if he
It
is not meditating, then you think they can't reborn in the Brahma world. Am I right?
I don't know. The suttas say as long as it doesn't degrade, but I'm not sure what they mean by that. Does it mean they stop meditating or that they have to be, I don't know. But anyway, this description of trying to keep it stable and stuff, that's just increase in the nitya sanya, that's increase in delusion though.
I think it depends on for the final mind of him.
Okay.
Maybe he can have sati for the final mind
Very small.
Oh.
and can be born for the good level in heaven, or maybe enlightened.
Mm.
Oh.
Can't read.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Like,
Maybe if you open the web page, you can download.
Huh?
Maybe if you open the web page, they will have a clearer picture.
This is wrong.
If you click the picture.
Yeah.
teacher,
Yes.
what do you think about enlightenment? Enlightenment can only in the every level of jhana, or maybe not.
Let's finish this first, okay? And then we'll come to that page, that state. Okay, this one. Okay. So,
Subhakinna.
see?
Nevasan.
Huh?
Akinchantaya Thanaya.
ไม่เห็นมีรูปเจ้าค่ะ
Oh my God. So, in order to understand that, we have to understand the 31 planes of existence. And only then we will understand.
อ๋อ36ภพภูมิใช่ไหม
Okay, so here
Abhassara.
So this one here,
Abhassara.
okay,
Apamana.
neva sanya nasanya, tushita, and here, okay. So whoever attains the jhana, see, this is the first jhana realm.
So Suddha.
Okay, this is a first jhana, and again it depends on someone who has gained, like, so each jhana has got the 3 levels. Okay, preliminary level, intermediate, and advanced. Okay? Based on that, so someone will be reborning in these stages. So first jhana, but very not that great, or it's just like a preliminary jhana, has attained and will reborn in the first jhana. And in a second, the intermediate first jhana will reborn Purohita, Brahma. And then advanced first jhana will attain in the Maha Brahma. Okay. Now my question was, suppose a person has attained the first jhana, doesn't matter which level, first jhana, and he did not meditate. While he did not meditate, he passed away. Now, do you think they will be reborn in this heaven or in this Brahma world or not?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I think it depends on for the final mind of him.
I would agree. Yes.
Okay.
Streaming radiance.
Similarly here, the second jhana, when someone attains a second jhana, again 3 levels: preliminary, intermediate, and advanced. So they will also reborn in different existence. And each existence, their lifespan are doubled, increases from one to another. Third jhana, okay, again, third jhana, also 3 levels. Now, fourth jhana is little different. There's 2 here, Vehapala, Asanya Satta. And then after that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 jhanas here. Okay. Do you know why this is different? Fourth jhana. So first, second, and a third jhanas, they are divided into 3 levels each. So that's why 3 stages of a reborn. Okay. And then here, the fourth jhana divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stages, and it's divided into 2 sections. One is the first 2, and then one is later 5. It's called Suddha Vasa.
That is no body.
Yeah, I thought so. Suddhavasa is in a Rupa.
Yeah, it's still Rupa.
Or without form.
There is this Asanya Satta.
So mindless or no perception.
Yeah. So in this stage, there is only form, only Rupa, but there are no Sanya. It's quite interesting in Buddhist cosmology. Normally we talk about Nama after after this Kama Loka up to Paranimita Vasavati. There will be only Nama, right? But there is one stage called Asanya Satta, means no nama, only rupa. Only rupa exists there. So these two are, what do you think? And then why the Suddhavasa? Again, Suddhavasa, there are 5 levels of Suddhavasa here. Huh?
Suddhavas is for Anagamis. Okay, peerless.
Sutawa can be enlightened. That the praise for Anakami level will reborn in that Sutawa.
So does that mean that Anagami has to attain the 4th jhana?
No. Yes. We don't need jhanas for stream entry, right? But afterwards we need it.
So every Anagami has to attain the 4th jhana in order to reborn in the Suddhavasa then.
I don't know. I'm not an Anagami. If you can attain enlightenment in the first jhana, I'm sure you can attain. I mean, it's said in the Jhana Sutta anyway. You can attain Anagami in the first jhana. So I guess after you attain Anagami, then 4th jhana will be no big deal.
or Anakami.
You don't have any sensual pressure and stuff, so it will be so easy. you know.
I don't know. I'm just listening.
Anyway, I'm not an Anagami, so I can't say that. But according to the suttas, they don't need 4th jhana. First jhana is enough.
Okay. So there's 2 questions here, right? Number 1, someone who attained first jhana but not meditating and died, will they reborn in the Brahma world or not? Second, to be in Suddhavasa or Anagami, do they have to attain 4th jhana?
What do you think, Munit?
Okay.
I think all Anakami must be born in Sutawa.
I'm not saying you can't. You are not going to be reborn. I'm saying is, do they have to attain 4th jhana?
No.
Then where is the problem here?
Why? Oh, like to attain it, you don't need the 4th jhana, but afterwards, I mean, it's different, no?
So, okay.
So for the first question, does it mean that someone who attained the jhanas always born? If they are an Anagami, they definitely will be born in the Brahma world. If not, I do not know. As for do Anagami need, all Anagamis have to reach 4th jhana to attain it? No, I think first may be enough. And as for what they are before, so when it comes to the first jhana, we are just concerned with what they are before they attain Anagami. Afterwards, I don't know, maybe that, 4th jhana is no big deal for them. I've stopped trying to think about this stuff and just practice, because all it does is is disturb my practice. Stop trying to read up on all this and just focus on the practical side of things.
Let's see.
I think for the first question, if someone who attend for the first jhana must die in the jhana, and that can be reborn in Brahma world.
So if someone's trying to kill you, be like, no, wait a second, let me let me sit down in lotus position first. No, I'm joking. I don't know.
Okay. So now the answer is, okay, once you have attained the first jhana, you don't need to be in the jhana when you died to be reborn in the Brahma world.
Ah, so your mind is conditioned already
Yeah.
to that level.
Okay.
Okay. Good to know.
Right.
So,
So
so in a way, if you have attained the first jhana, then you're secure. You know, you don't have
yeah,
to.
yeah.
As long as
But you have to maintain it,
you-
not like Ajata Satru.
okay.
Yeah, you have to maintain it again and again. Not like, oh, I have attained it now. I'm going to be reborn in the Brahma world. So I don't need to worry and do all this the
I'm gonna
unskillful things.
I'm gonna
Then,
go be a bank robber.
then definitely you will be going down. Okay. So in the Jhana Sutta number 20, there's a number in number 2, number 124, saying he regards whatever phenomena there that are connected with form. So this is the second. This is that's the difference between first sutta and the second sutta. In the first sutta, so he favors that long of that find satisfaction through that. Okay, there's two different same jhana sutta. The first one speaks the jhanas from the samadhi. Second one speaks jhanas to vipassana. Okay, so the first one, so this is the first one, 123, fixed on that, dwelling there often, okay, not falling away from that, then he dies and reappear in the Brahma world. The devas of Brahma monks have a lifespan of an eon. Okay? A person having stayed there, having used all of the lifespan of those devas, goes to hell. Okay, goes to animal womb, hungry, ghost, and shed. But see, if you remember, I mentioned other day difference between one who is a disciple of the Buddha and one who is not disciple of the Buddha. That's the two different. Okay.
So even Buddha's teachers, so Uddhakarama Buddha and Adharakarama can
fall into this nirayas, yeah. Okay. So do you remember now why I told you last time when somebody asked me about this jhana? I said the difference between someone who is studying Buddhism and someone who doesn't study Buddhism. Both equally can attain the first jhana. Yeah, both equally can attain the first jhana and can reborn in the Brahma world. No problem. Only difference is after being there and then when they're reborn is different.
What if they take refuge when they're up there?
Unlikely they will take a refuge on that. The lifespan is, see, eons of lifetime.
Yeah. So I guess if, let's say, Brahma Sampati and goes and talks about the Buddha, they're like, what is dukkha?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. This
Okay.
is pretty great.
So, and then this is a person who is not a Buddhist or haven't studied Buddhism attains the jhana through his practice or her practice. Maybe going into the forest and meditating and suddenly got this jhana, and then after that he or she died, then he will reborn in the heavens, in Brahma world. Then after finishing time, after finished his lifespan on the Brahma world, then they will reborn in these
So
hell, animal womb, hungry ghosts and shades.
So
Very little or maybe none coming to be humans.
Teacher, I think about Arala Dabot and Uttaka Dabot. No? Yeah.
So they
Now they stay in Burma world.
Then the Arupa Brahma worlds.
they are more than Brahma world. Okay.
Arupa. Akintanchayatana.
So here, why do you think someone, I think I have mentioned last time, why do you think someone who attains the jhana and reborn in the heaven, the Brahma world, and after the end of the lifespan, they will be reborning in this, for a full, awful state?
Michaditti.
Okay, not even the becoming a human beings. Do you know why?
Michaditti.
He,
I have little bit of
he
a,
don't know meditation.
Huh?
Don't know how to practice mindfulness.
Okay, they do know. That's why they were born in the Brahma world.
they could have they could have the kilesas still in the Anusaya level when like we see Brahma.
Only concentration can bring to reborn in Brahma world.
Sorry?
I think other disciple in the world can practice concentration, samadhi.
Yeah, concentration.
Yes.
Then why, after being born as a Brahma, why they are coming back to be in that state? Not even the Deva, not even the humans.
Because he can't maintain in the jhana and don't know about mindfulness, don't know about meditation.
Don't have Samadhi.
So yeah, so they don't have Samadhi. They even attach to that attainment. They indulge.
And they get for more mana and ditti.
That's
bhaka.
that's moha. As a result of that moha, they fall into this state. Commentary says even the hungry ghosts, okay,
must be a pretty big of a step down, you know.
And now further, a disciple of the Blessed One, having stayed there, having used up all the lifespan of those devas, is unbound right in that state of a being.
So they can attain enlightenment once you get there.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So that is the difference between, see, an educated disciple of the Noble One and an uneducated run-of-the-mill person.
But don't take this as advice to achieve the first jhana and then not try to attain nibbana in this life. It's like, okay, I'll have a nice vacation in the Brahma and then attain nibbana there.
See now further on here.
No, run of the mill. What's the meaning? Run of the mill.
Run of the mill. Running in the samsara.
Oh.
No, that's not it. What is the word? It's a phrase. What is it?
This is a phrase.
Idiom.
Yeah.
I forgot the Pali word.
Run of the mill is like Sutavat Putajjana. No?
I don't remember. Okay.
Run of a mill means ordinary. Like just your average average Joe who, like, I don't know, like Some random dude.
Yeah. So, okay, here, one more thing here I want to
Oh, okay.
So Ajay, I have a very little bit of a controversial question. So when it is stated, but a disciple of the Blessed One, does it? What about like? It sounds terrible, but like, what about the Mahayana? Like, see the Tibetan Buddhists who worship Guru Rinpoche or the Buddha, or some Mahayanas who have green Tara and who are in that, and they believe the Buddha to be sort of, just another sort of, it's like they have a whole pantheon, so the Buddha is just a part of it, and they don't, I don't know, they seem to have quite a bit of a superiority conceit. I mean, that's the same for Theravadis in a way as well. There's a bit of a superiority conceit that it's the Hinayana and the Buddha is, he taught more complex suttas, which is our one, and the Pali Canon is just, basically for idiots or something like that. What about someone like that? Are they truly a disciple of the Buddha? Can they truly attain once they would reach there? Let's say they achieve the jhana.
These are all ornaments, and if you are attached to ornaments, do you think it's like which one is that? Suppose there's sutta I don't remember. Suppose a man goes in the wilderness trying to find the hardwood, and then after finding a big tree, and he found, oh, this is so beautiful, and this is the hardwood, and rather than cutting the hardwood, cutting the branches and finding
the leaves playing around
Yeah.
with the branches.
okay, so like that. But
But
there is a possibility of they will attain the first jhana.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
they have very
Yeah.
good samatha practices.
Yeah, and also because they are learning the Dhamma as well, that they do have some right understanding.
Mhm. They have the Four Noble Truths.
Yeah,
And
so that's why they have
attitude.
a right understanding about the phenomena.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's just that it's sort of our Theravada Ditti that they are a bunch of clever woo-woos or something like, not completely, but it's like
More in rites and rituals, rites and rituals. That's all.
Mm.
But if someone can excel from that rituals, then definitely attend quicker.
because it is sort of a meditation as well, the way they do it. If they can do it wisely, they can do it like as a meditation as opposed to this magic ritual will give me power.
All right. Now, second question is practicing jhana, and I think the Monit was asking, yeah, practicing of a jhana, can a person be enlightened or not?
Yes.
What do you think? Attainment of first jhana, will somebody can be enlightened or not?
Yes. Every level of jhana who can reach in every level can enlighten. From
Then-
first.
Then
fourth.
why people are talking that practice of a samatha meditation only leads to the jhana? You have to practice vipassana.
Oh, because only samatha cannot gain wisdom of Trilak.
Then you are attaining a jhana from the practice of a samadhi.
So I think this whole samatha vipassana war is a little bit weird because if you have faith in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha and you have a basic idea of Samadhi.
Mm.
Whatever you do, you're doing both. Like,
Mm.
you're not, it's not like the same as a Hindu yogi doing samatha practices. No, it's
Mm.
like,
Mm.
they're both the same. I think even if you're doing vipassana, you need samatha, right? Like, because you need the, I don't know,
I
they're
think
both the
only
same.
can not
But
enlightened.
in the sutta, when Sariputta, when he describes the first jhana, then he goes on to say that he regards whatever phenomena there are that are connected with feeling, perception, fabrications, and consciousness is inconstant, stressful, and a disease, a cancer, an arrow. So that's basically vipassana.
Mm.
It's both the
Mm.
same, like
Yeah. Okay.
you're just meditating.
I think only samatha cannot gain wisdom.
Yeah. So cannot gain wisdom.
But vipassana,
But
Leading,
vipassana.
how?
it leads to vipassana anyway, right?
Yeah. And if it doesn't lead to uh, vipassana, then how one can attain nibbana after attainment of first jhana?
Uh, he must เขาเรียกอะไรอ่ะเขาเรียก
Yeah.
อะไร
It
เขา
tells
เรียก
you
ยกจิตขึ้นสู่วิปัสสนาใช้คำอะไรอ่ะเจ้าค่ะ
Yeah.
he must เดี๋ยวใช้คำว่าอะไร
Develop.
ใช่ yes he must develop into วิปัสสนา to gain wisdom
How?
how
Yeah.
look at the telakana.
อ่า
Okay.
So this, these two distinctions, it's not in the sutras, it came later, yeah?
There are
Yeah?
places. Yeah.
Like when Venerable Ananda is talking about so there are some who use samatha first and go into wisdom.
There
One
is
who,
a saying samathocha vipassanacha.
uh-huh.
Something like that. Okay. So first, now we come a conclusion. First, in order to attain nibbana, you can attain nibbana by attainment of jhanas. Am I right?
yes
Okay. Now this confirms from here. See, unbound right in the state of the being.
So once you go into
Okay. So this is here now. You can attain nibbana after you have attained the first jhana. In the
yes
human world or even reborn in the celestial world, Brahma world, you can attain the Nibbana. Now, go to the second Jhana Sutta, it tells you how to develop to the Vipassana. Okay,
oh,
here, see, regards, that's up to here. He regards whatever phenomena there that are connected with form, feeling, perception, fabrication, and consciousness as inconstant, stressful, disease, a cancer, an arrow, painful, an affliction, alien, and disintegration, and emptiness, not self.
yeah.
mhm.
See? So that's why practice of a jhana is the first stage. Okay? And then after first stage of a jhana you have attained, then you are bringing your mind to look at your body and look at your mind. Nama, Rupa. See, this is Rupa. This is Rupa, and then this is Nam. So you contemplate on nama and rupa, 5 aggregates. 5 aggregates. And after you contemplate on the 5 aggregates, then you realize it is inconstant, changing. Okay. Now,
อนิจจา
yeah. So here, many people said practice of Buddha will not lead to enlightenment because that is a samatha meditation. Okay. Many people say so. Now, when we read the stories and how the forest monks taught, they always teach along with the anapanasati. Buddha and anapanasati together. And they will work and work and work on the Buddha anapanasati, or mainly Buddha, until they attain certain stages of the Samadhi, possibly attainment of the Jhanas, especially the senior monks. And after that, they simply tell us to observe the body. Kaya nupassana. Okay? Some teacher will tell you to observe the kaya nupassana. Some teacher will tell you to chitta nupassana. Okay? They will not talk on Vedana much because they have already excelled it while they are practicing samatha. Buddha. Yeah? But majority of them starts paying attention to the body parts. Okay, and then that's how they are practicing kaya kata sati.
How about the manupasana?
The manupasana, it just comes. Okay? So mainly 2 practices practice. Kaya nupassana, or not kaya nupassana, it's called kaya kata sati. Okay, and then chitta nupassana, directed to the mind. And that's how they will be able to comprehend more on the teachings of impermanence.
But how do some ajahns come to the conclusion that consciousness is eternal?
And that is possibly not developed yet, not understood properly yet. Okay, so this is how from samatha developing towards the vipassana.
คิดว่า fabrication that means สังขาร
Yeah.
ใช่ไหม
Yes. Okay, and so this is how one will develop from the jhana to vipassana. Okay, jhana to vipassana, and then from vipassana, so later on he realized not self, inconstant, and then suffering, and then anatta. And that's why after the break of it, either reborn in the Brahma pure abode. So here again, pure abode.
So anagami.
Now he's talking about anagami. Reborn in anagami, and then from there will gain the and then from there, yes, and from there he or she or he normally he will be attaining the nibbana. Okay, now we were talking why this is different, right? Now first, second, and third jhana we don't have to talk too much, right? We know now when you attain the second jhana you will be becoming this, and there are 3 levels and each levels will be different. And here these 2 stages You see this chart?
See,
Okay.
see.
These two from the fourth jhana, these two, Vehapala and Asanya Satta. These two state anybody can attain. After someone has attained the fourth jhana, they can reborn here.
They can't take a trip up north.
Okay.
Oh, teacher, I remember that Alaladabot and Utakadabot, both of them stay here in Asanya Satta home.
Is it Asanya Satta or the Arupa Lokas?
So they cannot enlighten.
Neva Sanya na Sanya Tanam.
No
I don't
form.
remember. I think they
Akin Uddaka Ramaputta.
I think they have attained up to Neva Sanya Na Sanya Yatana. Have to look at it again. Okay, but anyway. So here, according to that, whoever attains the fourth jhana but haven't attained the non-returner, anagami, then they will reborn in two states. But whoever has attained the anagami, then based on how mature, so they will reborn in these five subhavasas. Okay.
Mahakapta. One.
I ask right.
Mahakapta.
I'm right.
Okay, you are right.
Give me the reward.
Good for you.
Okay. Now Jhana Sutta. Back to Jhana Sutta. And again, from come on, go.
This is the
Okay.
Jhana Sutta, the second.
This is the second one, second Jhana Sutta. I want to go Majjhima, another one. Majjhima Nikaya.
โอ้คนง่ายๆอย่างนี้เลยเหรอ access to insight.org
Okay, let's go 111. Now this explains 8 jhanas, and after 8 jhana, after 8 jhana attaining of Nibbana. Okay. Monit, do you want to read us for me?
I have heard that at one time the Blessed One was staying in Savatthi at Jeta's Grove, Anatha Bindika's monastery. There he addressed the monks, saying, "Monks." "Yes, Lord." The monks responded to him. The Blessed One said, "Monks, Sariputta is wise, of great discernment, deep discernment, wide, joyous, rapid, quick, penetrating discernment for half a month." Discernment, what's the meaning? Teacher, discernment, what's the meaning?
Discernment. What is mean? How to simplify?
Knowing right from wrong, sort of like knowing what is like.
What is good, what is not right.
Discerning is like knowing the difference between something. What is true, what is not true, what is wrong, what is right, what is good, what is bad.
โอเคแจกแจงเลยได้เก่งจัง penetrating discernment for half a month. Sariputta clearly saw insight into mental qualities one after another. This is what occurred to Sariputta through insight into mental qualities one after another.
So here, this is talking about Sariputta's enlightenment. And it says for half a month. Huh? It took him for half a month.
So it took him half a month of the Satipatthana.
15 days. Yeah? 15 days took him to be enlightened.
Enlightened to Allah.
Yeah, Arahant, enlightened to be an Arahant. Yeah?
Boy, very clever.
Ah.
I
Do you
love
remember?
him.
Do you remember Moggallana? How long did it take him to be in?
7 days.
Yeah. Okay, so for Sariputta, it took half a month. Now, okay, go on. What occurred to Sariputta?
There was the case where Sariputta, quite secluded from sensuality, secluded from unskillful qualities, entered and remained in the first jhana, rapture and pleasure born of seclusion, accompanied by directed thought and evaluation. Whatever qualities there are in the first jhana, directed thought, evaluation, rapture, pleasure, singleness of mind, contact, feeling, perception, intention, consciousness, desire, decision, persistence, mindfulness, equanimity, and attention. He ferreted. แปลว่าอะไรอ่ะ What's the meaning of ferret?
It's another
Teacher,
idiom.
huh? What's the meaning of ferret?
I don't know.
A ferret is an animal. They are very good at going into holes and picking out things. So that's what it implies.
Ferret.
So what ferrets do is they run into rabbit holes and they can very good at catching rabbits. And
Okay. He ferreted them out one after another. Known to him they arose. Known to him they remained. Known to him they subsided. He discerned. So this is how these qualities, not having been, come into play. Having been, they vanish. He remained unattracted and unrepelled with regard to those qualities. Independent, detached, released, dissociated with an awareness rid of barriers. He discerned that there is a further escape and pursuing it. There really was for him.
Yeah, so here.
Mm.
You understand now? Okay. So this is the first attainment that Venerable Sariputta had. Okay.
Okay.
I think he's very clever.
His conditioning is very good. You know, he has been doing a lot of work to get there.
Only
We have
15.
huh?
ท่านข่าว only
Yeah,
15 days he can enlighten.
yeah, but we only hear of the 15 days. What about all the time he spent before and his previous lifetime trying to work on his mind and his samvara?
นี่ไง maybe one eon.
Yeah, we've done the same work and we are still doing it, you know. So maybe one day someone will say, "Oh, Monit only took 10 days." Look how many years you spent.
Yes, yes, you say right.
Okay, so I have to go and talk to Tan Kao, okay? And we'll see you on, there is no class on Monday, okay?
Why, Monday?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Where will you go?
I have a visitor here.
ไปไหน
Okay.
อ่ะ
มีโยมมา